Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about a few things, but first and foremost, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel by hitting on the subscribe button below, and secondly, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified each and every time that I upload a new video. So also, I want to let everybody know also that again, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and we are honoring domestic violence awareness by partnering with a local women's shelter here in the Columbia area, or I shouldn't say partnering with them, because what we'll be doing is any monetary donations you give to support this cause this month, we will donate. We will buy hygiene products, which includes feminine hygiene products and just other regular hygiene products such as toothbrushes and things like that that some women may not have when they are in need and trying to get out of a domestic violence situation, and donate all of those items to a local women's shelter here. So if you haven't already, make sure to send a cash app to hashtag HerSacredPlace. No donation is too small. You can literally send $1, $2, $5, $10. Just make sure in the for section you put that is for violence domestic violence month, and that is from you, so I can highlight everyone who donated to this cause, and I'll definitely keep everyone posted whenever we go shopping for this event. So again, you can cash app Her Sacred Place, hashtag Her Sacred Place, or if you don't have Cash App, feel free to send a donation of any amount through PayPal at hersacredplace@gmail.com. Again, that email is hersacredplace@gmail.com. So I wanted to get all of that done, but I know most of you have already come to this for the title of the video. Like, LaQuinta, what are you talking about today? How can my relationship be anything remotely similar to bankruptcy? Well, you may be surprised how similar it could be. And I hope that each and every one of you are not in this situation, but let's talk about it a little bit. So specifically today, I'm going to be talking about Chapter 7 bankruptcy, since that is the one that most individuals file. So, in a relationship, we get in a relationship with a guy and everything is going well. We're doing well. Then we start to find out this relationship isn't necessarily what I want. Even though we continue to have sex with this guy, we realize, this isn't going the way that I thought that it should go, or this isn't going the way that he was showing me it would go a month ago, 3 months ago, 6 months ago, or a year ago. Now all of a sudden things have completely changed or taken a turn, and now your emotions are involved in it, and the relationship isn't as healthy as it once was. Let's compare that to money. You may have had a job, or you may was put in a situation where things were going great, so you prepared for that great life. You may have gotten a new mortgage, you may have gotten a new car, you may have spread yourself out thinner than what you were prior to more income coming into your life. But maybe a month later, 3 months later, a year later, things start to change, and you see that things changing, but now finances are getting a lot tougher. Now those bills are a little bit harder to pay. We start to get to the point where we have to rob Peter to pay Paul, as the saying might go, or we get put in situations where I don't know how I am going to make it. That is no different from being put in that situation from a relationship standpoint, or being put in that situation from a financial standpoint. What happens in a financial standpoint is we may get to the point where I can't take this anymore. I have to look for a solution. I am in over my head, and now I have to look for a way out. So what do some of us do? We may turn to filing bankruptcy. And I don't want people to be misconstrued by this saying, because definitely filing bankruptcy isn't a horrible thing. I'm just using this as an analogy so women can connect to what I'm saying. So women may at this point in time begin to say, well, I am going to file bankruptcy. I am going to file Chapter 7, which is usually the individual bankruptcy. And in this particular one, the debtor, which is you as the woman, assets are sold in order to pay off the credit. So everything that she has built up over the last couple of years that she is not able to handle because things has taken a turn, she now has to sell off some of that so that she can liquidate her things to make her life or her financial situation easier on her, per se. Now that is a layman's term of this. How this relates to your emotion, not your emotions, how this relates to your relationships is similar. It's all the same thing. Basically, everything that you put into this relationship over the last few months or the last few years, you now sell off a piece of your emotional stability with that. With bankruptcy, you don't sell off everything. You get to keep things such as your clothing. You may get to keep your house. You may get to keep some things that you may get to keep your car. You keep some things that you need for your business purposes, like if you have specific tools because you're in this particular trade. You get to keep all of those things. So you get to keep some things. Everything doesn't become liquidated. In our relationship, the same things. We may lose some parts of ourselves when we get so deep in that relationship that we don't realize it's compromising our emotional stability. So when we start to see things taking a turn, when we start to struggle in a relationship, when we start to feel like we can't voice our opinion anymore, we start to lose our sense of voice. We start to block our throat chakra. When we feel like I have been constantly down in that relationship for the last year or the last 2 years, once we file bankruptcy or once we let that go, we may lose our confidence. We may not have that anymore. We may feel like I don't have that anymore. I've lost my sense of self. I've lost the fact that I'm a beautiful woman. I've lost the fact that I'm a confident woman. I've lost the sense that I actually love me. I love me. I love me for who I am. In that situation, we lose some emotional stability because we lose a few pieces of ourselves. However, we may keep some things. There may be some things that we wanted to say in that relationship. There's some things that we wanted to do. And now because we are out of that situation, we hold on to those things. So there may be times where we felt like our partner wasn't always there for us. So now now that we're able to be there for ourselves, or I should say, we may felt like the person that we're in a relationship with haven't always made us feel secure. So we lost that sense of security, right? Now we get to the point where we're just like, I now have the emotional feeling that I have to be secure in my life. I have to. So I am always thinking about money. I'm always thinking about the hustle. I'm always thinking about what I can do, which doesn't create healthy thoughts in your mind. It doesn't create a healthy being if you're constantly thinking about how can I become more secure in life. If you don't feel secure at all, you basically lose your most important chakra. Like, you lose your sense of groundedness. On the other hand, another emotion that we may hold on to is we felt like I was always giving in this relationship, and I was always giving, and now that I'm out of it and I've let it go, I filed bankruptcy on that relationship. Now that I have let that relationship go and I've liquidated anything that deals with that, we've given so much and we're angry inside because we gave so much and we stayed so long and we wanted it to work, that now we become selfish. So although we lost the sense of giving, now we're like, I don't want to give anymore. I'm about to pour into myself. And there's nothing wrong with pouring into yourself. I want you guys to understand where I'm going with this. It's like now it just becomes me, 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 mine, mine, mine. And now we are selfish about life. We're selfish about love. We're selfish about everything. And so that's what I mean when I say with this video, it doesn't necessarily mean, I'm not saying that bankruptcy is a bad thing, but I'm using this like I said as an analogy again, that the relationship that you may be in, you may be setting yourself up for bankruptcy. You may be overextending yourself. You may be living this, you may be putting more out there right now, or putting too much out there right now, or putting yourself in a situation currently where in 3 months from now, 6 months from now, or a year from now, you can't take it anymore. And we already know at this point we can't take it anymore as women. A lot of the times or not necessarily we can't take it anymore, but we already know at this point in time right now that I may be doing the most. When it comes to money, like I may be setting myself up, but I'm going to go on a limb. When it comes to relationship, I saw that sign. I saw that sign a year ago, but I chose to ignore it for whatever reason. I saw that happening and I chose to ignore it. And now it's here and it's come time. And we have to lose a sense of some of ourselves, keep a sense of some of ourselves, and gain a new sense of some of ourselves because of what that relationship has done for us or has done to us mentally as women. I want to finish this video up because I like to keep them short and sweet by saying, when the major reason why I titled this video this way is because, as you women know, or most people know, so bankruptcy stays on your credit for 10 years. Well, filing a Chapter 7 stays on your credit for 10 years, right? How long do you think someone that you're in a relationship with stays in your womb space? How long do you think that someone that you have allowed into your sacred place stays there? Maybe 1 year, 2 years, 6 months, or whatever. In reality, once you let someone into your sacred place and you let someone in there, that cord stays with you for no less than 7 years. So you may be wondering why you haven't been with this guy or been with this person since 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and all of a sudden they pop back in your memories and you're wondering, like, why am I thinking about this person? I hope they're okay. It's not that you're just mentally thinking about this person for their well-being, which may be the case, but it's probably because something reactivated within your womb space with that specific cord that's still there. And I say all of that to say that one of the most important things you need to do when you're getting out of any relationship, is to make sure that you commit to vaginal steaming. And I don't mean this to just say buy a vaginal steam, buy something to do at home and just sit there and do it. No, there is a process you must go through to release that cord from you, so that 5 years later, 4 years later, 6 years later, this person isn't still completely tied to you, because soul ties are real, whether you guys believe it or not. And so just buying, like I was saying before I got off track, just buying some steaming herbs or going to somebody who just said, oh, I'm going to offer this steaming now. No, that's not enough. You have to do the work to release that person from your space, especially if they put you in an emotional disposition or you're mentally different after this relationship. You have to release that person from your womb. And you can do that. We can do that as women, but it has to be done. unless you're going to be carrying this person around with you for no less than 7 years of your life. And comment in it, leave me a comment below if you feel like that. If you're like, oh my God, it's been over a year now. Why am I still thinking about this guy? This may be why. Or if you say, oh my God, I hope this person is okay. He's been on my mind now for 3 days back to back, and I haven't spoke or seen him in 5 years. He's still there. He's still there. Cleanse yourself of him. If you need more information on how to do that, email me at HerSacredPlace@gmail.com and we can talk more about it. We can set up a consultation to talk more about what you can do to cleanse yourself of this person. But you guys don't just think vaginal steaming is just this thing that you just do because it's popular. It's a fad. No, there's more to it. There's a lot more to vaginal steaming than it's just something that we do just to do. You can seriously release soul ties. You can cleanse yourself of him. Also, I wanted to end up by saying it is full moon tonight. Today is October 9th, 2022, full moon. And with that, I just finished up packaging a brand new batch of our feminine oil, and currently I have it charging under the full moon tonight. So this particular oil will be charged by the full moon. And what are we in Pisces right now? I think we're in Pisces right now. I'm not sure. I'm just now getting into astrology as I'm finding myself and doing a lot more inner work in myself. So not sure right now, but I'll have to look and see what sign we're in right now. But I wanted to let you guys know that sometimes the relationships that we're in can end in bankruptcy. It can end in we having to liquidate some of our emotions and let go of some things to get and keep some things, or we may gain some other things. And a way that we can help ourselves through this process is by, as soon as you get out of relationships with people, to release those soul ties from the people, from those particular men, through the art of vaginal steaming. And I'm here to help you with that. And I can help you with that. So with that being said, again, drop a comment below. Let me know, yeah, LaQuinta, that happened to me. I thought that was weird. Or let me know if you're interested in finding out more information about this and how we can connect together for this. Again, if you have any questions, email me at HerSacredPlace@gmail.com, and make sure to shop HerSacredPlace.com for all your feminine hygiene. We have our feminine oil, which, like I said, is being charged under the full moon right now. We have vaginal spray for you that can help you with excessive vaginal sweating or vaginal odor. We have feminine wash, which I use all over my body. I love our feminine wash. I can't wait to go take a shower. Right now I have the feminine oil charging under the moon, and I also have a pot of water I have charging under the moon, so I can bathe later this week in my full moon charged water. But can't wait to watch. So definitely check us out at HerSacredPlace.com. Send me an email if you need to talk more about this topic, and I will talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.